Welcome to Narc Abuse No More, where we're here to help educate you about narcissistic abuse because your feelings do matter. Hi, welcome to another broadcast of Narc Abuse No More with your host, Dr. and Evangelist K.O. Rich. Thanks for tuning in today. Today is Friday, April the 29th of 2022. I pray that you've had a blessed, stress-free, narcissistic-free, abuse-free week so far, and that the remainder of this week will continue to be so as well. But if not, we're going to be talking about a few things today. Again, my name is Dr. K.O. Rich with Narc Abuse No More, where we're here to help you admit what you feel in order to heal from the effects of narcissistic abuse, because your feelings do matter. Yes, they do. But before we go on with today's broadcast, I would like to invite you to visit us on our website at www.narcabusenomore.org. Again, that website address is www.narcabusenomore.org, or you can type in narcissisticabusenomore.com. Again, that's narcissisticabusenomore.com, and on our website you'll find valuable information regarding narcissism, regarding relationships, and you can listen to previous broadcasts. If you have missed any, guess what? You can go to the archives on our website or check us out on different platforms such as iHeartRadio, Spotify, Spreaker, Google Play, iTunes, Deezer, Castbox, and you can listen to us on Amazon Audible, Rumble, and YouTube. So you have a variety of different websites or different platforms that you can listen to us from. Please add us in your favorites. Don't forget to share these broadcasts on your social media platforms if they are blessing you, and we really do appreciate it. And again, to those, I mentioned this on the last broadcast, to those who donate, we greatly appreciate it. I want to thank you for making it possible for me to be on the air. All right, what are we talking about today? This is not going to be a long broadcast today, but what are we talking about today? We're talking about secrets to happiness. Secrets to happiness that the narcissist don't want you to know. Secrets to happiness that the narcissist doesn't want you to know. Now, we know that narcissists are those people that want to be self-centered, and if you're happy, they're unhappy. If you're going toward the moon, they want to pull you back down, okay, to the earth, all right? They do not want you to excel, but guess what? You can be happy anyway. The decision is up to you. So we're going to talk about a few things today, just give a few tips today for as happiness, okay? The things that the narcissist doesn't want you to realize about happiness. Number one, never seek happiness from other people. Never seek happiness from other people. When you are relying on someone else to make you happy, guess what? They control you. This is oftentimes the way the narcissist is able to control their victims, is because the victim is relying on the narcissist to tell them how to feel, what to think, when they can smile, when they can't, who to be with, who they can't. Never seek happiness from other people. The happiness has to start from the inside out. And when you stop relying on others to validate you, to make you feel or tell you when you're allowed to be happy, you will be happier for that. Number two, never depend on people for anything. No, and let me just say this, because we all need people. We all need somebody. But when you know that you're dealing with some people that are toxic, some people that are unhealthy, some people that are not good for you, then you don't depend on those people. What they give, when we talk about narcissists, when we talk about toxic individuals, what they give, they will take back. So therefore, never depend on these toxic people for anything. If you know someone is a good friend to you, supportive of you, celebrate you, not competing with you, then that's the person you rely on for as just a support system. But don't depend on those that you know that are unhealthy and toxic, because the only thing they will do is bring you down. Number three, Never hold your expectations high when it comes to toxic individuals. All right, they don't deserve you to think that, oh well, they're gonna change, they're gonna get better. If they do so, fine, bravo. However, when you're dealing with toxic individuals and you thinking, well, I'm gonna stay in this relationship because they're going to change, do not hold your breath. Now, we as Christians, we pray for them to change, because that's their relationship between them and God. But if you're thinking that, oh well, I'm gonna love them out of this toxicity, that is not going to happen. They have to want to change because it's good for them, not because you're thinking that, oh, it's gonna make you have that great relationship that you don't have right now. Don't have your expectations that high. Now, pray for them, and the thing is, when you lower the expectation with it, then you would know that, hey, okay, if they don't meet that expectation, you're not truly disappointed. However, if you're in an abusive relationship and you have the expectation, oh, they're not going to hit me anymore, oh, they're not going to beat me anymore, oh, they're not going to slap me anymore, oh, they're going to be faithful to me, then you are setting yourself up for failure. Number 4. Don't try to escape your problems. Always try to face them and solve them. Sometimes people run away from issues instead of solving the issue, and then you wind up having that same issue repeat itself. You might take a break from someone for a while, and then you find out, you know what, I haven't really resolved this. I'm in this toxic relationship, but it keeps going on and on and on like the Energizer Bunny. And so you have to tell yourself, you know what, I deserve better. I need to solve this issue for once and for all. That means that I have to let go of some toxic relationships. I have to let go of some people. I have to let go of some things that are unhealthy for me. Number 5, never allow people to dictate how you feel about yourself or your happiness in general. When you're relying on someone to tell you that, oh, you're smart, or you're educated, or you're beautiful, or you're this or that, then they also, when they don't give you that validation, then that can cause you to have a emotional wound. So don't allow people to dictate how you feel about yourself. You have to tell yourself what you think about for yourself. First of all, I always quote the Psalm that I am fearfully and wonderfully made. I know that for well, your works are wonderful. And so you have to tell yourself that God created me as a unique individual, as a special human being, and no one gets to put a price tag on who I am. No one gets to tell me what I need to think about myself. No one needs to tell me or gets to tell me what I feel about myself. I am unique. I'm special in the eyes of God. He loves me, so therefore you do not give me my worth. The Lord has already said who I am. Number 7, always push yourself out of your comfort zone. Sometimes you get so comfortable in that toxic relationship that you don't even know what a healthy relationship is like. So once you are able to break free safely as possible from that toxic relationship, then allow yourself to embrace those relationships that are healthy for you. This does not mean to run to the next best thing. For as a man, if you're in this relationship and you know you have a history of choosing the wrong people, you need to sit back, evaluate, maybe go to counseling, talk to someone before you get something of the same sort that you had before. So push yourself out of your comfort zone to get into happy land and not allow those same mistakes to keep repeating themselves over and over again in your life, and you will find out that you will be much, much happier. Number 9, always fight for what you believe in, even if it means to stand alone. Let me just say this: we're living in a time where you might have to sometimes stand by yourself. You might not have nobody to support you. You might not have nobody to stand by you. But if you know that something is right, then you stand on it regardless of who stands with you. If you are if you're seeing someone that's being abused and you're standing up for this individual, you're saying, hey, this is not right. You tell this person, hey, you deserve better. Even if others don't agree with you, you stand for what's right, because at the end of the day, the Lord is looking. He's up high. He's looking down low. So therefore, stand up for what you believe in. Stand up for what is is right. Stand up for, the Bible tells us to stand up for the homeless, to stand up for the widows, to stand up for the orphans, the defenseless, those that can't defend themselves. Number 10, learn to enjoy your own company. Only you are going to be happy then. Let me just say this. If you can't stand to be by yourself, and I'm not talking about just being lonely, I'm just saying sometimes people jump from relationship to relationship to relationship, and you wind up jumping from toxic to toxic to toxic to toxic. Okay, that it's a generation of toxicity. It's a history of toxicity. If your resume was to read all the relationships that you were in, you will find this one's toxic, that one's toxic. Okay, so you have to learn to be able to enjoy your own company. Get to know yourself first. I know people that's always trying to jump from one relationship to the next relationship. You need to get to know who you are. You need to get to know, well, what is it that I want out of life? What is it that I need to do out of life? What is it going to make me happy in life? Because I can't depend on that person to make me happy. So what is going to make me happy in life? Get to know God. Have that relationship with God. Allow him to lead, guide, and direct you into the right types of relationships instead of going on your own and picking your own type of thing. We are to rely on the Lord. The Bible lets us know that, hey, we plan our steps, but the Lord is the one that ordains them. Okay, so we make plans, but the Lord orders our steps if we allow him to order our steps. And so therefore, learn to enjoy your own company until that time comes for you. If you have not already married and been and is in a relationship, that you will be in the right type of relationship. We're going to take a quick break and we'll be back in just a moment.
It might seem crazy what I'm about to say. Sunshine, she's here, you can take a break. I'm a hot air balloon that could go to space. With the air, like I don't care, baby, by the way. Because I'm happy. Come along if you feel like a room without a roof. Because I'm happy. Clap along if you feel like happiness is the truth. Because I'm happy. Clap along if you know what happiness is to you. Because I'm happy. Clap along if you feel like that's what you want to do. Here come bad news, talking this and that. Well, give me all you got and don't hold it back. Well, I should probably warn you, I'll be just fine. No offense to you, don't waste your time. Here's why. Because I'm happy. Clap along if you feel like a room without a roof. Because I'm happy. Clap along if you feel like happiness is the truth. Because I'm happy. Clap along if you know what happiness is to you. Because I'm happy. Clap along Because I'm happy. Clap along if you feel like a room without a roof. Because I'm happy. Clap along if you feel like happiness is the truth. Because I'm happy. Clap along if you know what happiness is to you. Clap along if you feel like that's what you want to do. Because I'm happy. Clap along if you feel like a room without a roof. Because I'm happy. Clap along if you feel like happiness is the truth. Because I'm happy. Clap along if you know what happiness is to you. Clap along if you feel like that's what you want to do.
And that is Happy by Pharrell Williams. Happy. And yes, you deserve to be happy. Number 11, learn to love yourself, respect yourself. If you don't respect yourself, if you don't love yourself, how can you expect someone else to? So appreciate yourself. Love yourself. Don't let someone cause you not to love yourself. I love to tell people to go to 1 Corinthians chapter 13 when it talks about in the Bible about love and knowing what love is. If you don't know what love is, go to 1 Corinthians chapter 13 and read that chapter about love. Learn to love yourself because love begins with God. And if you know God, then you know how to love yourself because he loves you. And respect yourself. If you don't respect yourself, how will someone else know to respect you? And therefore, you don't have to tell them to respect you because you will hold yourself as someone that deserves to be respected. And when someone steps out of line, then you let them know, hey, this is who I am. These are my boundaries. This is what I stand for. And I will not compromise that at all. Number 12, never trust too early. What does this mean? This means that, hey, trust needs to be earned. That means don't believe everything that people tell you. Allow them to build that trust in you. Allow them, you got to get to know people. Sometimes people just jump into things. You got to get to know that person. So never trust too early, and don't allow people to break your boundaries. Make sure you have boundaries. Make sure you do not allow anyone to disrespect you. Number 13, never waste your time and energy to negative, toxic people. Sometimes we spend too much time on the wrong people that we don't spend enough time with the right ones. So never waste your time and energy on negative and toxic people. There will always be someone who will love you and appreciate you for who you are, not someone that's going to be judgmental, someone that's going to drain your energy, someone that's going to be negative, somebody that's going to be playing and manipulating you with your emotions. Learn to don't waste your time with those type of individuals. Number 14, you don't need to prove yourself to people. Sometimes when you're dealing with narcissists, they want you to prove yourself to them, and nothing that you ever do or say will be good enough when you're dealing with these type of individuals. Do not try to prove yourself to a narcissist. You will never please them or appease them, and you have to be satisfied with that. They will continue to try to play those manipulative strings if you allow them. And we have one more because I said today's broadcast was not going to be a long one, but one of the things that you definitely want to do is know that you're on your journey. Know your journey. Do not allow someone to define what your journey in life should be. Whatever God has placed on your heart, and always make sure that you align it with the will of God. Whatever God has placed on your heart, then you have to know your own journey. And when you know your own journey and what that path should be, you will be a much happier person. All right, we're gonna see you on God willing on Monday for our next broadcast, and I'm looking forward to. You don't want to miss Monday's broadcast, and I pray that you be blessed and have a wonderful weekend. Until next time, this is Dr. K.L. Rich with Narc Abuse No More, where we're here to help you admit what you feel in order to heal from the effects of narcissistic abuse.